I'm Noah Marr,
This is StoneTheChandelier.
and you're watching A Small World with Leaker Magazine.
I just sway like the tide, still no answers to questions.
Yo, E.
I'm attached to certain moments, then they fade with precision. People change just like the days I have learned not to visit. Most time ways that I'm feeling might not be my best interest. I just sway like the tide, still no answers to questions. With these moments of dissonance, I can't paint.
I'm dead, Stone. I'm so glad you came, man. Return.
Yeah. I think I fooled her on.
Hey, I have some white girls in my ear right now. The energy is real. Woo! I'll do one.
I don't get the whole gist of it. Climb in my head though, then get Googles of images. If you really have time to, I might say why I wrote this shit. It end up online though. I don't know.
Yeah.
Still got your band on.
What's that?
To get
Old
drinks
enough
and
to
talk
party,
about
the fuck? Whoa. 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 You made me self-conscious, huh? You made me super self-conscious, dude. So I'm gonna throw this out of the shop.
How you got into music? What's the story behind you guys?
Story behind us getting into music is a little bit different depending on who you ask. Stone has always been rhythmic as hell, and we used to party a lot in our younger days, and he had a verse that was really fire that he never ended up rapping on a track, and I liked it a lot. It was called The Written, and so I just assumed he had been in that before I even got involved. And I'd always written music and whatnot, but I didn't really begin to drop any till senior year of high school. And whenever that happened around December of that year, I saw he was making music, and we kind of had a disconnect for a little while. And we reconnected, and I was just like, this song's crazy. I was like, I'm glad to see you're out here dropping shit. And we just haven't really stopped since then. It's just been a thing of like meeting new people and friendly faces.
That's what it's all about. Heck yeah. So, what kind of inspires you guys, like, stay on the grind and keep making your music?
For me, I'm locally inspired always. I get inspired a lot by Eli. Stone inspires me rhythmically a lot. I try to find inspiration from not as much rap as I used to. I find a lot of inspiration from R&B and classic rock these days, but most of it's local. I just try to see what the limitations are, and when you have somebody like Eli mixing and producing the shit, there's not many. So, sky's the limit, really.
And you guys are based more out of, like, Cleveland,
Yeah.
but you guys are in Chattanooga all the time. Do you guys see, like, a lot of change going on with the hip-hop scene here? Do you guys see it, like, rising up or anything?
Most definitely. I feel like more people are being aware and involved in the hip-hop scene that usually would not be. And I think they do that because the community's here regardless.
Right.
So I think it's one of those things where you have to show love, or it just comes to the point where you're either not aware or you're just hating. So
Exactly.
I feel like it's nothing but love over here, and I try to be engaged as much as I can and be involved in the city. So I think it's changing for the better. I think I mentioned earlier, I think Chattanooga's coming to a boil with the scene right now. And I think like a floodgate is gonna open, and like people are just gonna recognize that this town's been making consistent music for a while. And like I said, I'm here to represent Chattanooga and Cleveland, but Cleveland's always gonna be the home city.
Gotcha. And are there any, like, local artists you guys, like, really like working with, or you guys really respect, like, listen to?
You want to name some first?
Elijah Dax, that's my brother.
Keely, Dax, Stone, Archer Reed, those are our Clevelanders. The rest are from Chat.
Justice Goodner.
Justice Goodner, yeah, one time. Then from Chattanooga, we got Phil McClain, Charlie Woods. We got all the Uzi boys are tight as hell. We got Suevo's awesome, he's doing his own thing. I think his name's Fetty Pharaoh, he dropped a dope ass single lately. I fucked with that a lot. Of course, yeah, Smiley, Johnny Smathers is tight, Emma Piece is tight, Kunky's tight, Foxchild, Chuck Marley's tight, Interstate Tax be going off too. I fuck with everybody that I'm aware of. Leaker Magazine actually has put me on to a lot of artists from around here that I didn't know about.
So what's like the next big step for you guys? Do you have any music coming out soon or any big events going on?
Stone's got a bunch of unreleased shit that's fire. I've got a bunch of unreleased shit that's fire. And it's not gonna be anytime soon, but I've been working on my first mixtape. I'm not even like pressed on the timing of it. I'm gonna do a little release party in Cleveland at this whole historic place called the Old Woolen Mill. We're gonna rent that out for a little bit. And basically I'm gonna drop some singles. We got videos coming. I got a little documentary coming out soon. Just something small, a day in the life. We're just gonna keep putting our feet to the next, really.
So you have a brand that you're trying to establish, Reassuring Noise. How's that working out for you?
Reassuring Noise is doing great. It's the name of my debut album, and I just thought the name had a ring to it, and I wanted to establish more with that name. I didn't want it to just be an album. So I want to eventually open up a venue, and I don't know if I'm going to name it Reassuring Noise or not, but it's going to have something to do with that brand in itself, and I want to open a label at one point called Reassuring Noise. And things pan out. It's one of those things where it's at the very beginning. I have ideas for it. I'm trying to always come up with new ideas, and it's just one of those things I want to bring into fruition.
There's too much out here to score it all. Point it out, my flaws and all, and stubborn routes. I don't force it, I don't forfeit. There's too much out